looking to jibs, catfishing the gear, midsummer spawn, but they're all not spawning. Some of them already spawned. That's what you can do out here on Santee. That's usually my strategy right after more during spawn. It's July. It's July the 7th today. So our plan is try to catch these fish that's already spawned heading back out, because you can catch them like that. I'm marking them right now. We got some new rods on the boat we can be trying out today. B&M Bombers. B&M recently come out with a different line. They got one called the Bomber, one called I don't know. I seen the Bomber and it looked good to me, but they got about 4 different new rods. I'm horrible, I should know that, because they were nice enough to send these to me. I got 2 for now. They're going to send me 4 more whenever they get some more in stock. They've been selling them pretty quickly. I usually fish with medium heavy, but this is a medium. I'm going to try a medium. These rods are supposed to be specialized for drift fishing, you pulling planer boards, back bumping, you know, that sort of thing. What I do basically. Got a little American flag on there. The handle is really nice. I like the handle. I like that. It's not that regular foam that's on a lot of that gets nasty. This here's got a really slick feel to it, but it's got some grip with those little scales, and I think it's going to clean up real nice. We're going to be using 2.5 drift sinker, Nocturnal Nation. I got a little bead on there, peg float. Throw some chicken out there, put some planer boards on these and see how they work. First thing I'm going to do is let these power poles down a little bit. I usually do that just to get them out my way. That'll work right here. Big fat piece of chicken breast. That's a $20 piece of, no, it ain't got that bad, but it's getting there. I guess everybody's kind of got used to the prices now, or maybe not, I don't know. But we're going to be using pieces about that small, you know, not the biggest pieces today. See how these catfish are doing. If I start catching a bunch of small ones on this size, I'll move up to a bigger piece. That's gonna be my strategy today. So we're gonna cut 6 pieces. That's 5, 6. Put this back in the cooler. I usually always take my chicken after I cut my pieces of bait, that chicken breast, I'll throw it back in the cooler. I think I turned into a piece of leather. It is very overcast. It actually feels pretty good in here right now. The humidity has been crazy, but today it's not so bad. Maybe these clouds will stick around, but they are calling for some thunderstorms too. I didn't venture out real far into the lake, but my guess is these catfish, right after, you know, spawn, they're not getting out there that far yet. Some of them are still spawning, you know, it's not over, but we're not going to get out real far, especially with the weather. I'm going to double hook this one just because it's got a little tail on it. Let's get these first 2 out. Center ones are just going to be directly behind the boat. No planer board. I'll put the planer boards on the outsides. Let's get these first 2 out. Chicken is my friend. One thing I noticed about these little smaller hooks, the bait don't come off as easy. We're gonna get this one right past the drift socks. I'm gonna go that far with it. Okay, now one of these bombers. I did cast these out in the yard a little bit, and I like the way they felt with these Abu 7000. Abu 7000. These are the Catfish specials. And these rods are rated for 6 ounces, so that's pretty heavy. That's more than I'm ever going to use. Definitely got more flex. Definitely got more flex than what I'm used to. Like I said, these are mediums. I just wanted to try it up, try something different for a... Okay, let's cast this bad boy out. I'm trying not to backlash and look stupid. Pretty smooth. That was pretty smooth. I didn't really, you know, go that hard with it. Got the spool tension kind of tight. But we're going to go ahead and let that one start pulling some line out, and I hope I can get a fish on one of these rods, because I really want to see how that feels on these rods. Let's get the rest of them out. Slap that planer board on. I've used lighter, you know, like mediums before, and I just so used to medium heavy, I just couldn't get used to it. But we're going to try these. These feel like they got a little bit more stiffness to them than the ones I used before. These rods are a combination of e-glass and carbon fiber, and you can look, you can tell it is a lot smaller rod. Now that could just be because it's a heavy versus a medium heavy versus a medium. Finally got a takedown. This is the second run. The first run took about an hour. We're about 30 minutes into this one. Not on the rod I wanted it to be, but we'll take any fish we can get. I'm marking some pretty good marks on the fish finder. We're deep. We're at about 35 deep right here. We just had 2 boats go past, so I'm kind of in the waves right here, in their wake. There we go. Just got to get out of this wake now. From the deep, no drag coming out. I think it's a decent fish, but I don't think it's a monster. Don't feel like it. It's not too bad. That's a pretty good fish, better than I thought. Yeah. I'm ready to get right back out the net too. Not too bad. Hey, I was glad to get this one. Look at there. No scarring or anything on this fish. This could be a little bit here. But I mean, I see males this time of year really beat up. This could be a female that already dropped their eggs. It's very possible. Let's get her back in. I'm gonna say her. I don't know. Okay, there you go. Taking her a minute. She come from pretty deep. Okay. Same rod again. I've been wanting to hit this one. That was a pretty good takedown right there. Pretty good takedown. See, we're still at about 36 foot deep right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's got some mustard. Whoa. Drip stuck in. He just went for a run. He decided he wasn't ready to come in. Probably got something pretty decent. That drag's not really loose. Boy, he's horsing this thing around. I wanted it on this rod. I wanted it on the B&M rod. Well, they're both B&Ms. But I wanted it on the new bomber rod. There's something coming back out. There we go. Grab this net. Ain't seen the fish yet. So we're about out here in the middle of Lake Moultrie, really. Just drifting. I'm saying all these fish, some of them will come off spawn already. Most of the time, as soon as they come off spawn, they go deep. And it's hot. I can see it. This is a good fish right here. Wish I could get that planer board off. Oh yeah, this is a good one right here. We got a beast right here. We got a beast. He ain't ready yet either. I really don't want him coming to the top so much. Scared he'll throw that hook. A good opportunity to try to net him up. He's just barely hooked in the corner now. There we go. Monster rod holder net getting the job done. B&M and chicken getting the job done. Jim's catfishing and gear getting the job done. Okay, come on, buddy. Yeah! Yeah! Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Okay, here we go. Got a nice slimy boy right here. He's got some chewed, he's got a chewed up tail. Probably a male, I would guess, I don't know, but it's a big boy right here. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Man, I'm happy. Real happy. Okay, we good to get this guy in. It's not that hot, but I don't want to leave him out too long. I want this big boy back in the water. Okay, buddy. He tried to take my finger. Yeah. That's gonna be it for this episode of Jim's Catfishing and Gear. Just because of spawn doesn't mean you can't catch catfish on Santee Cooper. And you might could replicate this in other areas too. I don't know how it would work on rivers, but definitely lakes. After these catfish spawn, they usually go as deep as they can get, especially because it's hot. We were at 36 foot when we caught that fish, right on the edge of a channel. Head to your local lake, check it out. To the next episode, we out.